What's up? What's up, Madchurchdisease family? Welcome to the Madchurchdisease podcast. I'm so very grateful that you all are here. I'm not going to waste very much of your time. I'll get into my pleasantries here in a moment. But tonight we're going to be dealing with Fawn Weaver, who is the CEO and founder of Uncle Nearest. We're going to be dealing with that, Dionne Warwick, and we're going to be talking about the Dionne Warwick and Halle Berry exchange that involved a fan that was highlighted by the Jasmine brand. We're also going to be talking about Tyrone and Tyrell Dixon. Tyrone being wrongfully jailed for over 67 days, who is a pro football player. And we're going to be talking about that as well. We're going to be dealing with Sterling Brown as well as Bishop Patrick Wooten and the boots on the ground phenomenon. But we're going to start our night tonight with Bishop T.D. Jakes as well as Tyrone Blackburn. His attorneys going back to the judge and asking the judge to actually give him a discount. And so I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit about that starting off. I didn't really think it was necessary for an entire video, but hey, you know, I just wanted to make sure you guys stay informed and so forth. And so we're definitely going to do that. All right. Shout out to all of the members. Shout out to all of the folks who support the Madchurchdisease podcast. I'm so very grateful. Shout out to Blessed and Highly Favored, CC, Moni, April Eccles, Fred Samuel, all of you guys that are in the chat. So let's go ahead and get into it. I'm going to start us off with just a little bit of an update on the Tyrone Blackburn situation. So you guys just buckle in. This is not anything to really talk about. It's just him begging. They're trying to get the judge to lower the sanctions. That's all it is. He wants to pay less money, and of course we all knew they want to pay less money. But anyway, buckle your seatbelt and we'll come back and we'll highlight that and talk about it. Welcome to the Madchurchdisease channel, a channel dedicated to our forgotten brothers and sisters throughout the ages. Want to stay connected to me and the Madchurchdisease community? Well, then join our email community newsletter. Stay in the know with all the updates and fresh content that is created for this channel. It's time you join the private community for the revolutionary family, where we can talk and laugh all in a space that's safe with a no judgment zone. Connect with other members and build lasting friendships. The doors are now open. Want to stay connected and be notified each time I go live? Subscribe to the text community and be notified each time that we go live. Simply add your details for instant updates on all our lives. Are you a budding YouTuber or business professional who would like my thoughts on all things business related? Book a free 15-minute consultation where I can help with social media, YouTube, web design, and so much more. Book your consultation now and build your future. Get away from the rat race and build your business. All right, everybody, if you are a budding YouTuber and you are looking to get help with your YouTube channel, I am somebody who can help you. I actually own 3 YouTube channels. I've been doing social media and social media marketing probably since 2007, and I can definitely help you. I am somebody who has less than 500 videos on this channel, and I have almost 19,000 followers, organic followers, and that's just on YouTube. That doesn't count Facebook, that doesn't count TikTok, that doesn't count all of my social media platforms. So if you're interested in getting that information, please feel free to reach out for a free 15-minute consultation. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get into it. Tyrone Blackburn has gone again to the judge, and they are trying to get a discount on these sanctions. But T.D. Jakes' team has filed paperwork in order, just basically on the judge's standard, in order to get the judge and to get these individuals to understand that they've already given Tyrone Blackburn a discount. Okay, so let's just read through this. Not very much information from the last time that I covered this with you, but just for the sake of giving you this information and keeping you abreast and updated as we try to do over here, I wanted to lead off with this tonight because it's not that important to me. Tyrone Blackburn is just going to have to pay the money. It is what it is. Y'all ready? Here we go. This is what T.D. Jakes' attorney submitted to the judge. If based solely on the foregoing criteria, we would ask for $67,004.69 in attorney's fees for the opposition. $18,906.25 in attorney's fees for the SIR reply, and $219 in the reimbursement. Now I'm trying to think. Wait a minute. Yes, that's correct. I want to make sure I'm saying that right. Okay. And reimbursement for the hearing transcripts for a total of $86,129.94. So this is what TD Jakes' attorneys is submitting to the judge. They're telling the judge, this man really owes us $86,000, right? That's from his firm alone. Understand, he's not counting any of the other attorneys that are attached to this case. He's just talking about his firm. And if you understand these sorts of cases, they typically have more than one law firm that is connected to the case. However, in an exercise of billing judgment, I have discounted some of the time entries to control for the large number of hours billed, or shall I say billable hours. That is what he's expressing here. I've also exercised my billing judgment when I provided Bishop Jakes with a 5% across the board discount for May of 2025. He then attached an Exhibit C where tables showing the invoices, okay, and for each line item. So he line item discounted it for him. Bottom line, he says, I exercise my billing judgment to limit the hours sought at all. If an entry, either A, commingled time spent on the opposition or SIR reply with the substantially unrelated task, or B, would reveal confidential strategic information, we have not sought reimbursement. Now, I want y'all to pay attention to that sentence, because that sentence is really important. I'm going to go through it again. Daryl, pay attention, because I didn't even see this until I read it. I also exercise my billing judgment to limit the hours sought at all. If an entry, either A, commingled time spent on the opposition SIR reply with other substantially unrelated tasks, or B, would reveal confidential strategic information, we didn't seek a reimbursement for it. So understand what he's saying here, ladies and gentlemen. The TD Jakes' attorney is saying, guess what? We didn't even seek all of what we could seek because we did not want to reveal any strategic information or confidential information. So TD Jakes' attorney is simply saying to them, we did not give you everything because we don't want to reveal some of our hand, which says to me, ladies and gentlemen, they got something else that they holding on to over there. Somebody needs to be taken to the king and leave them there. All right, let's move on. Y'all know I'm a goofball. Okay, the total fees sought. So listen here, ladies and gentlemen. Now remember, the total amount of fees that they asked for in the beginning was over $76,000. So in essence, ladies and gentlemen, they have now discounted this about 5 G's. They've given him a $5,000 discount. After the foregoing calculations and adjustments, the plaintiff seeks $57,360.94 in attorney's fees for the opposition, $14,000 in attorney's fees for the SIR reply, and $219 in reimbursement for the hearing transcript, for a total now of $71,400.63. Please keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, TD Jakes' attorneys are not from Hasbro. You know, he don't have toy attorneys. These are real attorneys. He don't have attorneys that are chasing ambulances. He don't have attorneys that's trying to run over a 66-year-old process server. He doesn't have attorneys that are standing outside the P. Diddy case wishing and hoping and praying for a client. He has attorneys. Some of these attorneys are located in Washington, the District of Columbia, Washington, D.C. That's where they're at. Okay. Now, having litigated defamation cases of national renown and having supervised the work of other attorneys for many years, I believe that MWPP's rates and hours charged in the course of this case are reasonably within the range of rates of attorneys with comparable experience and expertise, and are appropriate given task assigned and the scope of duration of this matter. I declare under penalty of perjury that the foregoing is true and correct. And let me just tell you right now, ladies and gentlemen, AI did not write this. AI did not compute these numbers. Gemini, ChatGPT, none of that was done in this particular situation and case. All of that was done. So bottom line for you, in less than 15 minutes, I just explained this to you. Tyrone Blackburn wants a discount of 71. They've discounted it down to $71,400. So he's begging for a discount. They done gave him $5,000 off. Pay them people that money. You and your co-conspirators and all of your folks over there that was doing all of this mess. Now y'all want to cry foul and you want a discount. I want TD Jakes' attorneys to keep his foot on their neck. These people do not deserve no discount. They do not deserve to get no discount, because everybody around here on this here internet is playing games. Everybody playing games. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. They're playing games. They're playing games. And so these people don't deserve no discount. Now, that's just me, ladies and gentlemen. That's just my opinion on that situation. These people don't deserve no darn discount. I'm just saying, what are we discounting and why are we discounting it? Somebody explain to me why we discounting all of this stuff, right? Why are we discounting? It makes no sense to me. It makes no sense to me at all. I'm just queuing up some stuff for y'all here. But yeah, these people need to get over themselves, if you ask me, because they're full of it. And that's just how I feel about it. So y'all tell me, what do y'all think? What do y'all think? Let me go on in here. Let me go on down here in the chat. See what y'all saying. Let me see. Hey, Lynn, by the way, good to see you here, Lynn. I didn't see you in here, Lynn. You snuck in here. Rejoice Wellness, good to see you as well. Betty Yella, good to see you. Who else did I miss? Anybody I miss? Yours truly, good to see you. Oh my goodness. All y'all, all the Bush people, y'all here. Well, I hope they file some criminal charges soon as well. I do. They deserve it. Moni say they use GI. Genuine intelligence. That's what they're using. They're using genuine intelligence. But in a nutshell, ladies and gentlemen, that's the bottom line. This was document number 62 in the long litany of documents. This is the latest file that was filed. I believe this was filed on August the 5th. And it's now August the 19th that we're talking about it. I mentioned to you guys the fees before, because they had already came before and gave a man a discount. And now they're coming back and they done discounted this roughly about 5 G's is what's going on here. What's up, Daryl? They giving him a $5,000 discount. Take your $5,000 discount and go somewhere and shut up and pay these people their $71,000. And let me just tell you this, unless something was updated from the time, let me go over here and see. Let me go ahead and see. Let me see if I can get myself in here, y'all. Because I don't believe that unless there was some more information from earlier today. Y'all give me 1 second. Let me go in here and pull this up and see if there's any other information. Talk amongst yourselves. Give me 1 second, y'all. Oh, praise his name. Let's see if he updated, if there's any other documents. I don't think so, you guys. But I'm just going to go in here so I can make sure I give you guys all the information. And keep y'all as updated as I possibly can. Let me see here. Okay. All right. Yeah, this man, I don't know what they're expecting. It's just silly to me. I'll be back. Give me 1 second, y'all. Oh Lord, TD Jakes and this whole mess is a mess. That's what I want to say. This whole mess is a mess. Let's see if there's any other documents. Oh Lord, he done filed another one today. Oh my goodness. Let's get into it. Let's get into it, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my God. Y'all ready for this? Daryl, he done did it. Okay, let's see, because I don't want to download it yet. Oh, yes, I do. Wait. Let's just view the document. Oh my God, Tyrone Blackburn. Why, Tyrone? I don't want to read all of this mess. I really don't. All right, let's read the first document. Oh God, Tyrone Blackburn done filed an opposition motion to these darn fees. Y'all ready? Here we go. This dang on Tyrone Blackburn. Plaintiffs demand for $76,100. Well, first of all, they gave you a discount, so that ain't even right. So let's just go with that. Plaintiffs' demand for $76,000 in attorney's fees is excessive, unsupported by governing law, and inconsistent with the court's discretion under Rule 11. I do not challenge that mistakes occurred in the second motion to dismiss. As I explained to the court during the show cause hearing, I came from a military family. Why is Tyrone Blackburn doing this stupid stuff? Okay, let me stop because I'm already. Okay, let me get back on track because this means nothing. Okay, let me concentrate. Okay, wait, let me get myself together. Tyrone Blackburn is a damn dummy. Okay, let me go on. I should have bought Daryl on here. Daryl Moore, where are you? Daryl Moore, let me put this link down here, Daryl, because somebody got to keep me from laughing, because I swear right now, I'm going to be laughing my tail off if somebody don't come up here and bring some darn balance to this darn thing. I'm going to be laughing too darn hard. Okay, Daryl. Daryl, if you want to come up, there's a link for you. My God, from Zion. Okay, let me get through this, y'all, because I'm going to be laughing. My dad is a Marine. My uncles are Marines, and now my nephew is Marine. Service to the least of these and unequivocal accountability when wrong is how I was raised and all that I know. Well, that isn't true. Because when you were told that you was writing all of this bull jive, you did not take accountability, nor did you do the things that were necessary in order for you to rectify the situation. So I disagree with his assessment of him taking accountability. Am I wrong in my assessment, ladies and gentlemen? Because I just feel like he didn't take accountability. That's just me. I'm gonna pin the link. Wait a minute, what happened? It says I retracted the link. Lord have mercy. I wasn't trying to do that. I was trying to post it. Y'all give me a minute. Anyway, I'm sorry. I'm doing too much. This sucker slid this in here today because I had already looked at this today and that wasn't even there. Okay, but anyway, he says, I have taken full ownership of those citation errors as I explained to the court at the show cause hearing. However, plaintiff's fee petition overlooks the factual record, the remedial efforts that were underway prior to my involuntary termination, and the legal norms applied by the courts in similar cited AI-related citation error cases. Let me stop you right there. First of all, it is not overlooking the factual record, because the factual record is when you were told regarding these fees, you doubled down and you even misquoted the actual judge, and you misquoted and misstated what the judge said. So no, I don't feel that is correct. And that's just my opinion. That's my opinion on that. I just don't feel like that is correct. And I don't believe that you took full ownership of the citation errors until they actually filed paperwork against you and for sanctions. You did not take full ownership. You said that you were in the process of correcting your mistakes. That's what you said. You said you were in the process of correcting your mistakes, right? You did not correct your mistakes until after, or acknowledge your mistakes until after they hit your butt with sanctions. Am I tripping? Am I tripping? Am I tripping? Daryl might be asleep because he gonna wake up and be like, oh my God, I done missed all of this. So here we go. Here we go, y'all. I was terminated mid-correction. Listen, who can verify you were terminated mid-correction? Nobody can verify that. Nobody can verify that you were terminated mid-correction. You're lying, in my opinion. That's just my opinion. How do we know that that was correct? We don't have no documentation that says that you was trying to correct your errors until after they hit you with your sanctions. Lord have mercy. Moving right on. Preventing a completion of remedial steps. Bull jive. As I explained under oath during the show cause hearing, I began correcting the citation errors immediately upon receipt of the Rule 11 Safe Harbor letter. I was in the middle of preparing an errata. I plan to substitute the relevant pages of the second motion to dismiss with corrected. When? He talking about in June. But y'all remember when I went over this with y'all before, I said he recognized that he made a mistake in May. So why didn't he start correcting the mistake that he knew he recognized that he made in the month of May? Huh? Who does this dude think is this stupid? Okay, but let's move on. This unexpected termination, you think it was unexpected? You think it was unexpected? Because according to the way your client and his new attorney is talking, there were no communications between you and your client. So why would you be expecting for your client to still be your client when you hadn't talked to your entire client? That makes no sense to me. I'm just saying, let's move on, ladies and gentlemen. This unexpected termination stripped me of the ability to complete the remedial process and to file corrections with the court under Rule 11. The suggestion that no steps were taken is demonstrably false. I disagree with your assessment, period. He says he took full responsibility at the hearing without excuse or deflection. I'm sorry, he was full of excuses at that hearing. I think we all read that document. I think we all read it because he tried to excuse away his behavior. At no point did I minimize or shift blame. I think I disagree with his assessment here as well. He says he apologized to the court and to counsel for the defendants, and I candidly acknowledge the errors in open court. But here's my thing. If you acknowledge the open errors in court and you admitted to the fact that you made errors, those errors cost TD Jakes' attorneys billable hours and hours that they had to take out of their time to rebut your AI and your chat GPT foolishness, which means they have a right to be compensated for the stuff that you did. And they are giving you their fee schedule. They're giving you the things that they needed to give you in order to prove that those were the fees that they charged their client. Also, let's be clear here, ladies and gentlemen. Let's be clear here. Tyrone Blackburn use chat GPT because see, here's what everybody's doing. Everybody, because this stuff gets so convoluted, we keep forgetting the main things. First of all, there was a $6 million request letter sent to Bishop TD Jakes trying to extort him for $6 million. Let's keep the main thing the main thing. We are on a quest to discover who these people were, why they were submitting this, and all this is doing is bogging down the court. This is wasting the court's time, and this case needs to move along, and they need to move Tyrone Blackburn behind to the side and get down to the nitty-gritty because this is wasting time. Let's move on. He explained that I have recently activated. Oh my God! Now he going back to his renewal of the LexisNexis and the Westlaw. He going back there. Blah 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 blah. While the technology contributed to certain citation issues, I accepted that it was my responsibilities, not the tools. Blah blah blah. If it's your responsibility, pay the money and shut up. If it's your responsibility and you recognize that you screwed up, pay the money and shut up. Okay, pay the money and shut up. That's how I feel about this. Pay the money and shut up. Pay the money and shut up. Tyrone Blackburn has done everything he possibly can to not take responsibility for what he has done in this situation. And then him bringing up the Marines. And see, this is the other thing. Y'all remember way back in the day when I first started giving you guys my commentary on this? What did I tell y'all? This man don't do nothing but a bunch of story time. It's always story time with him and Duane Youngblood. In a land far away. Once upon a time when my father was a Marine and my cousins are Marines and we understand discipline. If you understand discipline, sir, you would have disciplined yourself to do the work and not allow chat GPT and LexisNexis and all of those other things to do the work for you. If you took responsibility. And now you're still coming back here whining about the stuff that you did not do. Okay? About the stuff you did not do. Okay. Let's move on, ladies and gentlemen. He says here, I have taken substantial corrective steps since the filing. No, he has not. No, y'all believe that? I don't believe that. Okay, moving on. Since the events at issue, I've completed more than 11 hours of continuing education courses. You did that after the fact, and the judge ignored. Oh, God. I'm going to slide down in my chair. I swear this boy, he getting on my nerves, y'all. I can't take it. This is a level of stupid I'm not used to. I'm not used to this. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm not used to this. I need some help. Where's Daryl? I just can't do this by myself. Oh, Daryl, where's the other Daryl? Daryl, somebody get up here. Somebody get up here. I would rather somebody listen. I can't do this kind of stupid. I can't do this kind of stupid. Somebody else come up here and help me, please. I put the link out. Somebody come up here and help me. Because I just cannot do it. I just cannot do it. This man, and I be trying not to curse. And I'm trying not to curse, y'all. I really am. But this is the most frustrating stuff to have to read from this liar. Somebody get up here and help me. I don't even care if you don't come up on the screen. Moni, somebody put yourself put your avatar up. Somebody come up here and help me. I'm so real. Y'all, I'm so telling the truth. Because I can't do this. I can't do this. This is a level of stupid that I can't do. I'm gonna try to get through it. Oh God, this is frustrating. This is one of these days when this is frustrating. Daryl, where are you at? Where is Mary? Where is anybody? This is crazy. This is crazy. This is crazy. Okay, anyway, I'll keep going, y'all. He said courses focused on artificial intelligence, ethics, data protection, and small firm compliance. These courses spanning both New York, New Jersey accreditation systems reflect my genuine effort to deepen my... You did it all at the last minute, damn it. This is the month of July, ninja. You said you realized that you made a mistake in May, and let's give you June. If you realize that you made the mistake in May and June, why would you take continuing education in July on the 18th? And the judge asked you when you had your show cause hearing, the judge repeated to you the date, you dummy. And the reason why the judge repeated the date to you is because you did these classes at the last minute because you knew you was going to have to come in here and plead your darn case. Lord have mercy. Look at the dates on these. Listen, y'all, he didn't do this one until August the 5th. Look at ethics and professionalism. He didn't do that until August the 5th. He didn't do this one till August the 6th. He didn't do this one. Look at all the ones he did in August. So let's be clear, ladies and gentlemen. These are the 3 courses. These are the ones that he took in July. But he claims he recognized he made his mistake in May, back in the day. But he didn't know corrective measures until after them people filed those paperwork against him to hit him with sanctions. I am human first. I welcome you to come up here. If you can read these, if you can see these documents, honestly, I want somebody to read these documents because I'm too frustrated. I can't do stupid right now. You know, and I just can't do it right now. I'm sorry. I'm tired. I'm exhausted from this level of stupid. I'm just saying we're all adults here. What are you talking about, dude? I can't. Like, what? You didn't even take your continuing ed. Look at all the classes he took in the month of August, you all. Everything downward from all the way down the page is all in the month of August. Say what now? Say what now? All of this is August, bro. Not June, not May, not June. You didn't take this stuff until July. Well, no, you didn't. You didn't take it until July, until after your butt had got hit with them daggum sanctions. He says that the $76,000 fee request is excessive and punitive. Well, my thought was you hadn't even got to the punitive portion. Those were just the attorney's fees. I didn't think that was even the sanction. But if you want to say that that's punitive, I'm fine with this being punitive, because you need to pay for your drama and what you have caused this case, sir. Lord have mercy. Where's Daryl Moore when you need him? This is crazy. I am a solo practitioner. That's your fault if you have a living room law firm, sir. That's your fault. That's nobody's fault but your own. That's your fault if you got a living room law firm. If 60% of your cases is handled pro bono, that's your fault. That's your fault. That has nothing to do with TD Jakes' attorneys. That has nothing to do with you doubling down when they told you that you were misquoting and misstating the law. That has nothing to do with nothing. That has nothing to do with nothing. Am I tripping? I just feel like maybe I've gone into like a vortex of stupid, like I've made a quantum leap into the absurd, and I'm just not prepared for this today. And I guess because I was prepared to talk about something else. God help me, Jesus. Jesus. Thank you for saying that, Lynn. I'm just saying, Lynn. This is crazy. I can't just wrapping my head around this, you all. I'm so sick of Tyrone Blackburn. I thought we was done with Tyrone Blackburn. Pay the money and go on about your damn business. I apologize, Saints. But I'm sick of Tyrone Blackburn. You done sent this man a $6 million request. When they told you was using AI, you doubled down on your AI usage. You said that that TD Jakes' attorneys was crazy and dumb, and that they needed sleep, and they were hallucinating or some shit you said about them. And then turn around and you in the wrong, and then all of a sudden you're gonna start keep talking about some my uncle was a Marine and everybody was a mean. What the fuck? What does that have to do with anything? You pay TD Jakes' attorneys their money for you bringing this bull jive, and you stalling because you had to have 30 days to do it. You know he was supposed to pay this within 30 days. So this fee filing is going to give him more time. He's buying more time for himself. That's all you're doing. I am human first. Your voice can be heard. You are here.
Hello, Marcellus.
Hey, what's up, man? What do you think about this?
I'm actually just joining, so this is like news to me. What's going on?
Oh, bottom line, Tyrone Blackburn is whining to the judge. He doesn't want to give up the $76,000 that he has to pay TD Jakes' attorney. TD Jakes' attorney said they gave him the dang on discount, and he's still whining.
This is what happens when you try to deceive someone.
Pretty much.
Yeah. He better as well just cough it up. You wouldn't need me to help you read the document.
I was gonna ask for your help, if you can, every now and then, because I tell you, I have a real problem with stupid. Like if I have to read, like when I read Larry Reid's documents with E. Dewey Smith that one time, I got a full-fledged headache. This right here is frustrating me because this is dumb. All of this that's going on is stupid. You did these things, and I cannot believe the judge is going to give. If the judge gives him more time, you all, this is absurd. This is just this man prolonging this case and allowing these people to get away with what they've done. That's what they're doing, in my opinion. Can you see this document? Can you see what's up on the screen?
I do.
If you can start reading at any point in time, anything you want to read. You could start at my representation, because this is a level of stupid I just don't do very well with.
Okay, so I'll actually back up a little bit to point B. It says the 7,600 fee requested is excessive and punitive. I am solo practitioner. Approximately 60% of my cases is handled on a pro bono basis. My representation of Mr. Youngblood was entirely pro bono. I do not possess the resources to pay $76,197.63 or any or
So
any
let's just
amount.
stop right there. You can't pay nothing. So now what you're doing is you telling the court you done wasted everybody's time for all these months, and you trying to tell us that you can't pay nothing. That's is essentially what he's saying here. I am human first.
Mm-hmm.
He said he can't pay any amount.
True.
Go ahead.
Or any amount without jeopardizing my practice and my clients, most of whom are indigent or survivors of sexual abuse. Sure, you're right. As discussed below, across the country, judges have opted for education and caution over punishment, whatever that means. Point number 6, request for alternative sanctions, CLES, not financial penalties. If the
So
court,
stop right there.
yeah,
Oh my God, y'all. I'm gonna have to do a private live after this so I can say the stuff I really want to say. And there's gonna be some cussing involved, so don't come over if you don't want to hear me cuss, because I'm trying to tell you right now, I got to let loose for just a little second. Let me tell you something. This nigga is asking to go back to continuing ed. He is a full-fledged attorney, a practicing attorney in the state of New York. He has already had issues with the state of New York possibly putting him sanctions. He lied to the court and told the judge that he had not been in any trouble with any other court. TD Jakes' attorneys had to come and bring proof of that he was lying when he said that. Now this ninja, with all of these months, we're talking since November of last year, is now coming back and telling the judge he can't pay nothing and he want to go back to school.
that's what he's asking.
That's literally what he's asking. And to that I say, fuck you. And TD Jakes' attorney should say, fuck you. You done wasted everybody's time, everybody's energy, everybody's money, and now all of a sudden you want continuing education classes and to pay no money. Okay, if that's the case, if the judge goes with this is why I say our judicial system is screwed up. How does a man who is a licensed practicing attorney who goes to court and fights on behalf of his clients is allowed to submit brief after brief after brief? I am human first. This man had TD Jakes' attorneys for months going back and forth with them, and they were citing to him the case law that he was making up that was not correct. This man said that they was all lying. They didn't know what they were talking about, and he doubled down on it. He submitted document after document going back to the judge saying TD Jakes' attorneys are crazy. They had bad nightmares. They're hallucinating. I mean, he said all kind of crazy stuff.
Definitely did.
Then all of a sudden now you come to finally admit when you get sanctioned, you get threatened with sanctions. Now you finally admitted to the fact that you had errors, and now you try to claim, oh, I was in the process of correcting my errors. In the process is not correcting. You could have submitted one-page document to the court and said, Your Honor, I have recognized that I have made some missteps in the law, and I am in the process of correcting my mistakes. Hold everything. I need to go back and do some work. Something should have been submitted to the court to acknowledge the fact that you had made mistakes and you saw the error of your ways. You don't get to come back months and months and months later saying, oh, I recognized my mistake and I'm going to submit. I was on my way to submit it, Your Honor. I just didn't have a chance to submit it because my client fired me and I didn't know he was going to fire me. But wait a minute. Tyrone, you didn't talk to your client for months, according to Duane Youngblood. He was in no communication with you. So whose fault is it that you didn't know that your client was sick of you and was ready to move on with a different attorney? So why should TD Jakes' attorneys now be subject to not receive the funds that are due to them because you decided that you was just going to ignore your client, ignore TD Jakes' attorney, and ignore the court and the law? I'm confused.
You're not the only one, Marcellus. More importantly, why didn't he not present the same legal argument in his last court appearance? Because clearly he knew what he was coming there for, to
Mm.
discuss potential fees. We didn't hear any of these excuses that he's making now. He didn't make them then. So this is interesting.
He's stalling is what he's doing. He is stalling. And I don't think that it's fair that the judge or these people should allow him to get away with this stuff. He is using the law. He is weaponizing the court system. If the judge responds to this before the end of the month, the judge should respond and tell him, you now have less than 10 days to pay all the money. Either pay the money or your license is now in jeopardy. Because see, if you play dumb games, you win dumb prizes.
Exactly.
You knew what you was doing. I don't for 1 minute believe that Tyrone Blackburn didn't know what he was doing.
No, because I mean, if we look at the rules, and the language is very difficult, but for them, it sets up them. It tells them that they have to obey certain rules. So he can't just play ignorant or plead ignorance of his rules, because this is what you do as a lawyer. You have to follow certain rules that govern your action, and you were repeatedly pointing out that you are making errors. You continue to them to the point that you have to be pulled into court and sat in front of a judge to address your errors. I respect him throwing out. I mean, nobody wants to pay 76,000, right? So I respect the hustle, like giving the excuses, but I don't expect the judge. I I would hope that the judge does not blindly look at this and even consider, because he's shown himself as not respecting
Man, F
this
this
process.
nigga. F this nigga. That's how I feel. F this nigga. You done sent a $6 million request to Time Magazine asked the question, was this the next Billy Graham? This is one of the foremost preachers in America. You sent a $6 million request letter to, asking for $6 million, but you can't pay 76,000 after you done submitted all of this crap for months. This is your fault, fool. Fool, this
Exactly.
is your fault. And this is a level of stupid that gives me a headache. I can't. That's why I try to tell y'all I can't. I was not prepared for this level of dumb. This is stupid. And that's why normally Daryl and I have to kind of feed off each other and read, because we both get headaches when we read this stuff. I'm literally sitting here going, what the hell? What the hell? Can you pick up where it says that would mirror what numerous judges?
Certainly, that would mirror what numerous judges, including those in this very district, have done in response to comparable incidents. For instance, in the I wonder if he's got the correct law stated right here. For instance, in
You can skip all that crap. We
yeah,
don't care about that. Just go over to this court.
yeah, this court issues a public reprimand where an attorney lied to the court and showed no remorse, concluding that the public admonish ad-
Admonition.
admonition, not financial sanctions, was appropriate even under a higher evidentiary
Evidentiary. Mm-hmm.
standard. The court in Hill rightly recognized that honestly is a matter of character, not something curable through CLEs or fines. Here, unlike Hill, I acknowledge the error immediately and have demonstrated remorse and corrective action.
I don't feel that this man has. And see, this is the part. Help me, Lord. Help me. I do not believe that Tyrone Blackburn acknowledged his error in a timely fashion, nor do I believe that he has demonstrated remorse with his constant refiling of all of these stupid ass documents to the court, nor do I believe he took corrective action once he realized he was going to be hit with only until he was hit with those sanctions and the potential sanctions did he have corrective behavior. So everything that he is saying is, in my opinion, is just lies. It is just misrepresentations, and I just think it's disgusting. I think it's disgusting that he is allowed to use the court system in this manner, and I'm disgusted by it, you all. I am truly disgusted by it. I don't even know what else to say. You know, him talking about, oh, I accepted responsibility and I show good faith, but $76,000 sanction for citation issues never intended to mislead would be punitive. Nigga, how are you saying you never intended to mislead people when they was telling you for months that you were misleading them, and you doubled down on your stuff? How was what? Man, F you, bro. And your living room law firm, F you. F you for sending a $6 million request letter to TD Jakes, man. F you, bro. You are full of you're full of it. You're full of it. I don't give a what you say. You knew what you was doing, and you're full of, and you know you are. You know you are. Just gets on my nerves and gives me a freaking headache. Gives me a freaking headache. I don't even want to read all of this shit. And the reason why I don't want to read all of this because it's bullshit. And he knows it's bullshit, and we know it's bullshit. And we're wasting all our time reading this bullshit. This is what I did to y'all back before. You remember? I'm about to go into blah, 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 blah. I'm sorry, y'all, because I'm not going to read through all this bullshit. I'm just not. This is Tyrone Blackburn's continuation of the bull. This is what this is. This is what this is. And nigga, I'm not about to go through all of this shit. Courts across, I'm gonna read fast. This gonna go fast. Courts across the country have addressed AI-related blah, 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 blah in Hall versus blah, 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 blah. The court declined to impose monetary sanctions despite the submission of fabricated case law, blah, 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 blah. The court accepted counsel's apology that submission, blah, 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 blah. Similarly, and blah, 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 blah. The court issued only a warning, blah, 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 blah. But hold on, ladies and gentlemen. Wasn't the court issuing a warning to Tyrone Blackburn the whole time that they kept telling him that he needed to correct the behavior and that he needed to give them the proper case law? Hold on, ladies and gentlemen. Wasn't the court trying to give Tyrone Blackburn a chance when the judge submitted papers and told Tyrone Blackburn that he was wrong, and Tyrone Blackburn came back and resubmitted the same bull, blah, 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 and told the judge he was wrong? So this is not an equivalency. This is not an equivalent situation. So him citing this blah, 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 blah law is dumb. It's dumb. It's dumb. And I get frustrated with stuff like this because I'm like, we're all grown and we ain't stupid. You submitting this stuff to the court. You knew damn well what you was doing, bro. Anybody who's got half of a brain know you knew what you was doing. Blah, 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 blah. Let's go on. He says, likewise, decline to impose any financial penalty for AI-generated hallucinated. I guarantee you all, I don't know any of this case law, but I bet you if the judge responds and lists this case law and gave us the example, I bet you these people in these cases didn't do the stupid shit that Tyrone Blackburn did. I bet you if they did use AI-generated hallucinations, I bet you it wasn't throughout the entire document. I bet you it might have been some slip-ups and some mishaps, but they didn't do that through the whole document, and they didn't keep repeating the process over and over and over again. I bet you they didn't.
Marcellus, look at the date on that. Look on the date on the
Oh, I see it.
On both of them. These are recent cases. Probably haven't been adjudicated yet, as of yet.
Right. So, I mean, but this is Tyrone Blackburn. Tyrone Blackburn throws anything at the court. He throws anything at the people, and he just wishing for something to stick. I hope that $76,000 sticks. That's what I want to stick, because you need to be taught a lesson about how you're treating people and the stuff that you're doing. It's improper and it's not right. Now, I don't care whether you like TD Jakes, don't like TD Jakes. Everybody knows I got a problem with most of these pimp preachers. But a lie is a lie. Okay? You lied on this. Y'all done lied on this man. And y'all deserve these $76,000 fees. Blah, 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 blah. Let's go on. The court declined to award fees, blah, 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 only for corrective education. These cases reflect a glowing recognition that honest, non-malicious, blah, 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 and use of AI, blah, 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 blah. You listen to me. He's trying to say that it was an honest, non-malicious error? Sir, the whole reason why we're here is because of a $6 million request letter. Then on top of that, you kept resubmitting your AI generated bull jive to the court. Nah, get out of here, bro. What the fuck? You guys got to be kidding. Blah, 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 blah. Notice to the court regarding extrajudicial conduct by plaintiff's counsel. I respectfully place the court on notice of extrajudicial conduct undertaken by plaintiff's counsel, Duane Pooch, which has caused me significant personal and professional harm. Oh, now he's about to tattletale on the other attorney. Father in the God, help me, Jesus. I can't. Lord, I can't. I'm sorry, y'all. Give me a moment. This motherfucker. I tell you. God help me. I cannot stand this nigga. I ain't never met him a day in my life, but I know he's so full of shit, I don't know what to do. Oh my God. This nigga. Okay, now he's playing tattletale, y'all. Now he's playing tattle. About on or about June 11 of 2025, Mr. Pooch filed an ethics complaint against me with the New Jersey State Bar. And based on the nature of his allegations, I reasonably presume he filed similar complaints with the New York State Bar and potentially others. These complaints falsely accuse me of misrepresenting my admission to the District of Columbia Bar. So now somebody did what they should have done a long damn time ago, and they filed an ethics complaint against his mother tail, and now he's over here tattletelling with the judge. That the judge ain't got shit to do with that. That ain't got nothing to do with the judge. That has nothing to do with nothing. Stick to the merits of this case, sir, and stick to the merits of the bull job you did, sir. I'm just saying. Are you fucking kidding me, bro? For real. This is some bull jive if I ever heard it in my life. Y'all, Tyrone Blackburn is, in my opinion, is the worst kind of person. He is the worst kind of person. Yes. He goes after people, making all of these salacious claims against their lives. And then when it comes time to give some level of accountability to the stuff that he's done, he makes so many excuses and want to go on story time. My brother's a Marine, my cousin's a Marine. I understand discipline and blah, 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 blah. He made a complaint against me, Your Honor, with the state bar. And I know he's probably going to go make other complaints, Your Honor. You remember what I told y'all? What did I tell y'all before he was doing? Did I tell y'all this is what he was doing? Just whining, Your Honor, Your Honor. This is what it is. That's why I tell you this blah, blah, blah bullshit is just getting on my nerves. He says falsely accusing him of misrepresenting his admission rather than extending the professional courtesy of a phone call or email. Mother. Say something, I am human first. Say something.
There's nothing to say about the situation except that we hope that he gets what he deserves in this situation. I know you're frustrated, but I can't blame him for trying. He's got to try not to pay for this $76,000.
I needed some wine for this shit. I swear I did. That's why I have to come. I need me a glass of wine. I really do. I literally feel like putting y'all on hold and going to get me a glass of wine. I swear I do, because this is too much. This is too much. I don't even want to read this shit. This is so dumb. He chose to. You want this man to send you a phone call and an email? Tyrone Blackburn, you the expert in sending emails and $6 million request letters. Why didn't you send him an email, mother? Why didn't you send him an email, you son of a? Why didn't you send him an email? Why didn't you send him a phone call when you were submitting all this AI generated hallucination bullshit? Why you didn't send him an email? And then you want to come to the court and whine like a girl? Sorry, ladies. I'm sorry. You got to be kidding me. Bro, for real. This is what we doing? This is crazy. This is freaking crazy to me, you all. He wants continuing education, no fees, and then he's going to whine to the judge about him filing a complaint with him against the state bar, which I'm so, oh man, I need to go do some research on that tomorrow immediately. I'm gonna go look that information up immediately. I want it, and I know the people to call to get it, because I want to know what the heck they filed against you. Good, 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 because you deserve every bit of it. You whiny living room lawyer having behind. That's all I want to say, because I really want to say some other stuff, but I can't. Lord help me, because I'm really frustrated. I've been talking to God all day about these wicked people, because it seems like wicked people are just getting away with so much stuff. The scripture talks about the wicked man. He just seems like he's flourishing, and I don't care what nobody say. These wicked people today on the internet, these wicked people in our society, everybody, all these wicked evil people seem like they just getting away with everything. And I just don't listen. The Bible says that our God is a just God. These people can't keep getting away with this stuff. And I'm praying, and hopefully you're praying too, that some of these people, they need to get what's coming to them. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. He said he chose to spend his time and presumably his client's money contacting did y'all catch the shade right here? That's shade right there. That's him throwing shade, talking about he's using TD Jakes' money to do it. Mother. Oh man, I wish I was in my private live. Y'all just don't know. Y'all just don't know. You son of a, you are something else, Tyrone Blackburn. You are something else. Blah, 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 blah. His grievance, Exhibit C, states that because he was not immediately provided confirmation of my DC bar admission, he proceeded to report me to multiple disciplinary authorities. Listen here. What didn't he tell everybody in the court that he had never had any admonishing by any other court system? Isn't that what he submitted to the court? And now all of a sudden, because TD Jakes' attorney and those people saw that you had, and they submitted that stuff to the bar, and your lying behavior to the bar, all of a sudden now you say that it's a gross overreaction. It's not a gross overreaction, you ninja, not in my opinion. I am so upset. I am human first. Could you imagine being TD Jakes and having to sit there while this bastard goes through all of this stuff? That would infuriate me. And I am infuriated, and I need some wine, and I'm about to hurry this up, because I think we're gonna have to talk about our other topics tomorrow, because I'm an hour into this sucker. I gotta change the thumbnail, the title, and everything. This is ridiculous. This is bull. As a result, I was plunged into an unnecessary ethics inquiry by the New Jersey Office of Attorney Ethics, and have been forced to retain an ethics attorney at my own expense. Oh, so now you had to go pay for some money, go get you an attorney. So now you're mad. So now you had to go get a real attorney who don't use AI, so that you can deal with this ethics violations. And what I definitely feel like you've been doing, you've been getting away with this stuff for a long time, and now somebody.
Finally.
Now somebody's on your tail.
Finally, I hope the judge in this instance is not just looking at this case in an isolated fashion. Hopefully he is considering his conduct outside of court and seeing his behavior to realize that Mr. Youngblood needs some level of punishment as a lawyer, because what's that word they say? I forgot the hip hop term, but yeah, he needs to be handled.
Well, the judge is of course going to look at it as an individual basis, because they have to. They're forced to. But my thing is this: even if the judge looks at this, I am human first, on an individual basis, he's still lying. Everything that he put in this thing on document right here, to me, in my opinion, is a lie. Talking about this continuing ed, he didn't do all of the continuing ed to the month of August. He didn't start the other classes until the month of July.
True.
He had to submit, he had to go to court, you all, if my memory serves me correctly. He had to be in court on the 24th of July, you all. He did not go to the continuing education classes, you all, until the 18th. His due date for the court was on the 24th. So he didn't even go to a couple of days before he had to go appear before the judge.
Okay, so have you done the math on his dates? Because he did say, can you remember the judge questioned him about when he took the course, and he said I took off 3 or 4 of them on the same date. So
Correct.
so it matches the 7/18.
Let's go back up. Yes, he took 1, 2, 3 classes all on the same date. All 3 of these.
Okay.
But look at it. One credit, 1 credit. So these aren't any extensive classes that he's taking.
Okay.
These are just continuing ed. Okay. These are just continuing ed. And anybody who works in a professional capacity, those of us who have to take continuing ed classes, y'all know what that's like. And I ain't gonna say nothing on this here live because I ain't trying to get myself or no others in trouble. But y'all know what we do when it comes to continuing education. So it is what it is. But don't act like you was all overwhelmed by the continuing education classes, bro. Professionals know what CE classes are all about, and we know what to do when we got to take our CE classes. Now, can I submit to y'all some I don't know if it's the same for lawyers, but some professional CE classes, you have to sit down. There is a timer, and if you shut down the browser, if you take your CE through online, you're not allowed to shut down your browser. If you shut down your browser, you have to start all the way over.
Okay.
They don't count it. The one browser that you're using. Okay, let's move on. Oh, I'm so over this nigga. I swear to God, I'm over this nigga. Admission, he proceeded to report me, blah, 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 to disciplinary authorities, growth overreaction, blah, blah, blah. I now face additional burden of preparing for possible follow-up reviews from other jurisdictions despite having done nothing wrong. Nigga, you still saying you ain't done nothing wrong? You just said a few minutes ago that you admitted guilt and the fact that you acknowledged the fact that you made mistakes. So now you ain't done nothing wrong? What's wrong with Tyrone Blackburn, y'all? Something's wrong with him.
I'm sure the judge is going to read through his path of lies like you're doing and judge him accordingly. But I like that he's playing hard to get in this instance right here because I'm sure the judge is going to lay the hammer on him as a result.
My God from Zion. Blah, 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 blah. Any suggestion to the contrary is unequivocally false, and I could have been dispelled with a single phone call or email. Instead, plaintiff's counsel chose to escalate a good faith litigation dispute into an attempt to trigger professional ruin, weaponizing the ethics complaint process as a form of retaliation. Do you mean like weaponizing a $6 million request letter? Because you did some weaponizing yourself, sir. I guess one level of weaponizing deserves another, right? In my opinion. I mean, come on, what you want me to say? What you want me to say? What you want people to believe? This is insanity. This type of conduct exacerbates the punitive impact of already blah, 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 blah. Blah, blah. In the context of blah, 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 error. I publicly own blah, 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 which he's lying. He hasn't publicly owned nothing, blah, 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 blah. That's why I'm blah, 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 blah. But over the blah, 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 AI hallucinations have affected judges as well, including in the third set. So now you're going to... Y'all know what he's trying to say. I cannot stand this man. Oh my God, this man. You know, he must not have no elders in his life. There's nobody speaking to him. You need a old lawyer mentor. Like you need Denny Crane, fool. I'm sorry, this is too much for me. Okay, let's bottom line this. He trying to say to the judge, y'all done did some AI hallucinations as well. That's pretty much what he's saying. That's pretty much what he's saying.
He blaming on everybody. He's
blaming everybody but the kitchen sink.
He bringing everybody in on this.
I just cannot. I don't blah 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 y'all blah blah. Bottom line, judge. Some of y'all done did it too. Blah 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 blah. Blah 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 have knowingly incorporated hallucinating cases, quotes, blah 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 blah. I'm gonna give you some more blah blah blah. Judge Niels withdrew a written opinion, blah 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 blah, because the law was fabricated, blah blah blah. Similarly, blah blah blah. It was a mistake that was later attributed to clerical oversight, blah blah blah. These incidents demonstrate that AI hallucinations are not a matter of willful misconduct, but a blah 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 blah. Let me tell you where willful misconduct comes in for Tyrone Blackburn. It's very easy to
When you've
spot.
been when you've been put on notice.
Here's how it is. You kept doing it. Even when other people were correcting you, you still did it.
Exactly.
Even after the TD Jakes' attorneys told you, even after the judge told you you misquoted him, even after all of them told you, you kept doing it, which shows a willful disregard for the court and what you were doing, sir. So I disagree with your assessment there as well, and I'm quite sure the judge will too. And I'm sure this is probably going to make the judge as pissed off as I am right now, to tell y'all the truth. The judge is probably going to get mad at simply having to read this, because you're still doubling down on your foolishness. And now you're trying to blame the judge. Well, judge, y'all done had some hallucinations too.
I want him to blame everybody. Blame the judge. Blame the clerk.
Oh, this is horrible. He says, I raise these examples not to deflect or blame, blah, blah, blah. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. He says, I did not willfully submit. Yes, you did, because even after they tried to correct you, you doubled down on it. Blah, blah, blah. The legal profession has a blah, 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 blah. I prepared corrections, but you didn't submit corrections. That's the problem. We don't give a shit about you preparing. It's like a woman who says, well, I made dinner for you, but you never told me where the damn dinner was. The dinner could have been in the oven, in the refrigerator, in the freezer, on the back porch. What's the use of you telling me you prepared dinner for me, but you didn't tell me where I can go find it and sit down and eat? Huh? What? Say what now? You done made dinner for me, but what the hell is it? You prepared corrections, but what the hell were they? And where were they submitted to the court? I don't want to hear this bull. This is bull on every level. I appeared before this court and took full responsibility. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. In this broader context, I respectfully ask the court for grace. Nigga, you ain't in church. You get grace from God. You don't get grace from the court system, nigga. God is the grace giver. He's full of grace. And God gave you enough grace for you to repent a long time ago when you submitted this $6 million request to one of America's foremost preachers in the country. I don't even agree with the man and some of the stuff that you do, but God gave you grace then, fool. God gave you grace when you went up on that other podcaster's platform and you was up there talking about, oh, you don't give a shit about the sanctions and all of that other stuff that you said. Remember when you was talking big yin yang? And this is when TD Jakes' attorneys need to come back and counter what you said and say, hey, he said on the podcast this, that, and the other with the YouTube uploader. Yeah. Right. The use of AI tools, blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. I've done everything in my power to remediate my mistake. No, you haven't. No, you have not. No, you haven't. No, you have not. He says, with the weight of a financial penalty to cripple his ability to serve the public. You're not serving the public now, sir. You're serving your pocket. You're serving the other P word, not public. You're serving your pocket. Blah, 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 blah. In other words, please, Your Honor, give me some grace and don't give him this money. Bottom line, I am human first, and thank you so much for coming up and helping me calm down.
No problem, MCD.
I don't even know how calm I am. I don't even think I'm that calm. I need some wine. I don't even listen here. Let me tell y'all something. And I'm going to get me some wine when this live is over. Oh, yes, I am. And I will be buzzed by 9 o'clock. I'm telling y'all that right now. Because this is some stupid stuff right here. This is some dumb stuff. We're an hour and 13 minutes in. The link has been pinned to the top of this chat. If you would like to say anything, you are more than welcome. Sound off. I am human.
So MCD, did he get his response in no time? Seemed like it was late.
I noticed he was supposed to pay this within 30 days. I have to go back and look. to see if the judge. How many days did the judge give him to respond, y'all? Wasn't it
It
like
was a
10
week,
days?
yeah, a week after, wasn't it like a week after
Yeah,
TD Jakes
he
response?
had like 10 days to do it. So he's still,
Okay,
I think,
okay.
within the time frame. If he's not, I'll double check for you guys. But I'm so sick of Tyrone Blackburn. I'm sick of Duane Youngblood. I'm sick of all of these people. I really am, because they're just the worst of the worst. They're the worst of the worst. The worst of the worst.
Well,
Everything I planned on talking about right now, I didn't even talk about it. I didn't even want to talk about this mess.
it just popped up in your
Yeah, well, I knew that he had the other fees, but because this how nice TD Jakes' attorneys have been. They have lowered their fees twice, or tried to lower their fees twice for this man. They've submitted these documents 2 times to this judge and lowered their fees. This last one that I read to you guys earlier, if you all remember, this document, they went down on the fee to
okay.
what
Was
did they
originally
go?
like 76.
It was 76,000. This is what they're telling the judge that we're really owed, 86. And he said it's really from just their firm alone. That don't include all the rest of the firms, right? But they're giving him a discount. And so they gave him the discount, attached an exhibit to it, and they gave him the discount, and they said these total $71,400. So we gave him about a $5,000 discount. He gave us 5,000 lies. He gave us 5,000 AI generated pages. Y'all remember the man submitted 900 pages. Y'all remember? 900 pages. This man is now trying to tell the judge, he's saying, Judge, I caught my mistake. And there's no way you should be hitting me with nothing. Let's go back up. Let's go back up. Because, see, this is what we need to concentrate right here. You didn't even do your continuing education classes 1899 until 4 days before you were supposed to show up in court. 5 days before. You had to show up in court on July the 24th, you all right?
Mm-hmm.
He had to show up on the 24th. You didn't even do the classes until the 18th of the month. So, and you want the judge to believe that you recognize your mistake in June. But you really said in that other document, May. You say you recognize your mistakes in May. And you didn't even correct your mistake then. You didn't submit anything to the court. You didn't submit anything to the court until after them people on TD Jake's side said, we're going to hit you with some darn sanctions. And then all of a sudden, the Spirit of the Lord hit you. And you said, oh, I need to go to continuing ed. Oh, I done made some mistakes. Okay, sure. Sure, go ahead and believe that if you want to. I don't believe it. I don't buy it. It's bull.
I think your tone is the exact same tone that the judge is going to respond with. Well, actually, does TD Jakes get a chance to respond to this, or is it
They
that?
can if they want. They can
Okay.
if they want, which is going to prolong it. He knows what he's doing. I am human first. It's going to prolong him. So he may end up trying to get up the fees or get a portion of the fees so he can submit it to the court. Or he may be trying to get a loan or get the money from somewhere else. I don't care if he can't afford to pay. I don't care. He didn't care anything about sending this mess to TD Jakes, and these co-conspirators didn't care anything about demanding $6 million and ruining TD Jakes' reputation. They didn't care that TD Jakes almost flopped in his pulpit and had a cardiac arrest. None of these people care. Tyrone Blackburn didn't care about that. He didn't care about his family being in the Navy and having the utmost respect and integrity. Integrity would have been for him to go to TD Jakes and for them to talk to them to see if these things were true. You just submitted a letter to this man saying, if you don't give us the money, we're going to keep talking and we're going to put this all out in the public. And TD Jakes said, well, if you want to raise, you submit a $6 million request, I raise you with a lawsuit. Simple as that. Simple as that. I'm sorry, this deserves a fuck you, nigga. That's what this deserves. Fuck you. That's how I feel about this whole situation. Now you want to whine, talking about you want some grace from the court. No, you get grace from God, fool. You pay the court and go to the clerk and write them a check. Go pawn all of that stuff you wear, your little Gucci backpacks and all your little Louis Vuitton backpacks. Go put that stuff at the pawn shop. Shut up. I don't want to hear this whining. I don't give a shit about your uncle and your cousin and them who in the military. Don't nobody care. Don't nobody care. I know I don't care.
So MCD, tell me this. Maybe you haven't looked this far. So let's say that he does get sanctioned, and the judge does award either even the lower amount that they offer. Does he? Okay, if he can't pay, do they put him on a payment plan? Do you go on parole or something like that?
No, from what I understand, from
Uh-huh.
what I understand, the judge asked for him to pay this amount in full. I think if he can show a good faith effort of trying to pay it, I think that they will work with him some kind of way. Because I mean, come on, $76,000 is a lot to pay for anybody,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So I think that they will in good effort, but it may affect his ability to practice law, and that's more or less what he's concerned about, because he's got all of these other cases that where he's sent all these demand letters and trying to get a hawk all this money from all of these other
Mm.
people. And so it's going to affect his ability to practice law. And that's what he's upset about, because the whole reason why he brought in the fact of this man turning him into the ethics committee, which is hilarious. I'm so glad that man did that. Stop wasting our time, buddy. We just going to go ahead and turn you in. That's what we're going to do. He turned his butt right on in. He turned him in. Wait, what he said? He said, where'd he go? Where'd he go? He said, oh, okay. Hold on. I must have went past it. Bottom line is, TD Jakes' attorney said, we're going to turn you into the ethics board. We're going to turn you into the state bar. And that's what they did. And I'm glad they did it.
Yeah. His time is limited between this case and the Fat Joe case. Both of these are going to really him up real good. Because as soon as his lawyers, as soon as he leaves this case, and with Duane Youngblood, he still has to answer. I hope the Jake's team pursues it, but he has to answer for the lies that he put in that defamation. Excuse me, that demand letter.
Mm.
He changed that boy's um age, and then he also changed the accusations, which is like egregious on top of that. So I hope Jake's team goes after him once he separates himself from the case. And Duane already looked like he's already turning on him, denying that he even knew about the money, like the amount or whatever. It's about to get real interesting.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. That's all I can say. And I think very well said, I am human first. This is just so frustrating for me as a person who thinks and who reads and who uses my brain. I don't know about y'all, but this was the most frustrating thing in the world to read from this man again. I thought we was done with him. And here he comes back again with another level of bullshit. I don't understand why we can't get rid of this man and we can move on to actually Duane Youngblood's new attorney, who can neither confirm nor deny any damn thing. Because see, here's where the rubber's meeting the road. And we can't get the rubber to meet the road because we're still dealing with this douchebag. Enough already. Enough already. This is ridiculous. I'm over it. I am human first. Thank you so much for coming up.
No
Thank you to
problem.
every single one of y'all that watched this broadcast. Y'all, shout out to every single one of y'all. Please hit the like button. I wasn't even going to talk about this, but as y'all can see, I just went and pulled it up and they had a whole new document. I'm going to have to send this document to Daryl. And let me see. Let me see what else is in here, y'all. Because believe it or not, y'all, he submitted 348 pages. This is 348 pages total. He submitted the document of see, I don't even have to go research it. It's here. He done submitted it. Ooh, we got a little bit of okay, World Star. Oh shoot. Y'all ready for this? Can y'all see? Oh, it's already up on the screen. I forgot it was up there. So this is his grievance that he filed. Whoops. So whoop. Yeah, this this is 348 pages. Whoop. Look at this. Oh my goodness. He says yes. So he's filed other related complaints. The date he filed this, you all, was in June. So he can't act like he just found out about this. This was filed in June, you all, June the 11th. So even when they filed for them sanctions, he went right ahead and filed for this man to have disciplinary actions. And I can't say I blame him, because he was prolonging this whole situation. And I don't care what nobody say. He was doing that shit on purpose. I don't care what nobody say. And here's the grievance. Here goes. It has come to my attention that Tyrone A. Blackburn, a member of the New Jersey State Bar, has made a misrepresentation as to his membership in the D.C. Bar. He made this misrepresentation in at least 2 federal filings in a case in which I am opposing counsel Jakes versus Youngblood, blah, 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 blah. And Mr. Blackburn is counsel of record for defendant Youngblood, and I am counsel of record for the plaintiff, blah, blah, blah. In 2 separate letter filings, Mr. Blackburn noted in his letterhead that he is a member of the D.C. Bar. I have checked with the D.C. Bar and confirmed that he is not, nor has he ever been a member of the D.C. Bar. So didn't he just tell the judge, oh my God, from Zion? Didn't he just tell the judge that all the man had to do was make a phone call to him? The man say he made a phone call to the D.C. Bar and confirmed that he wasn't. So why do I have to keep double checking your work? Y'all remember when I told y'all before the problem that I'm having with Tyrone Blackburn, that he's always expected somebody to double check his work? This is frustrating, you all. I'm sorry. As a person who you know, this is just frustrating. This is frustrating. Lying ass nigga. I was advised by the DC Bar not only did I have mandatory obligation to report this issue, but also the other state bars in which that he's a member of. I therefore submit this grievance. Please see the attached letter sent to me by blah, 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 the DC Bar, blah, blah, blah. Let's go on. The Supreme Court has held blah, blah, blah. That's not important for us. We don't even care about all of that. Exhibit C. This is the letter via email. Office of Disciplinary Counsel. Dear Office of Disciplinary Counsel, I write to alert the bar pursuant blah, blah, blah. So he also wrote to the Disciplinary Council, New York. Good for you, sir. Good for you. Enough of all of this. False representations, blah, blah, blah. Exhibit 1, Tyrone Blackburn. Now look what the letter says. Can y'all see what this say here? It say he's a member where? Of the New York, D.C., and New Jersey Bar. Isn't that what the letter say right here? That's what it say right here. Can you say caught red-handed? That's what the letter say right here. The letter say that right there. You say you a member of the D.C. and the New Jersey Bar and New York City Bar right there, bro. What are you talking about? Why do I need to pick up and go double check your work to find out that you're not really what you say you are? But you representing yourself one way when you're really something else. It's saying right at the top of the letter. I'm just saying, nigga. Oh, but he needed to call me because I could have told him that I wasn't a member of the DC Bar, but your letterhead says that you were. So at the mere fact, you are misrepresenting. And as far as I know, when you have a state license or you have a license with any legal entity, you cannot say that you're licensed in a state that you're not licensed in. It's against the law. It's actually against the law to do that. I'm just saying. It absolutely is against the law. It's actually against the law. Okay, you can't put it on a business card. You can't put it on a letterhead. You can't do none of that. You cannot say that you are a licensed attorney in the state, a member of the State Bar of DC, and you are not licensed in that state. It is against the law. How's he going to explain that away? Is he going to say, oh, I just forgot that I wasn't licensed in DC. I need to take continuing education classes so I can figure that out. I'm so sick of this nigga. Oh, here we go. Let's see here. Who is this? Okay, this is what Tyrone Blackburn sent to the judge. Da 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 da. I don't care anything about what Tyrone Blackburn sent. I really don't care. And here we go with this. Blah blah blah. We don't know if this is AI generated. We don't know. We don't know until they respond, because Tyrone Blackburn can't even be trusted. Here we go, y'all. These are all the pages. Y'all want to see what he be submitting to the judge, and he want all of this stuff for people to sit here and go through all of this mess. This is the blah 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 with Tyrone Blackburn. This is all Tyrone Blackburn, y'all. There's 300 pages of this bull. Y'all see this? Page after page after page after page. I'm just trying to tell y'all. Bull jive. Every time you turn around. Listen here. Oh, I thought I was skipping the pages. I done made the thing get super big. I'm sorry, y'all. I was trying to speed up the pages. Lord Jesus, get me out. Get me out, Jesus. Get me out. Bottom line, y'all. Let me do this. Here we go. This is all the case law. These are all the pages he submitted to the judge. He wants the judge to go through all of this. Y'all see all of this? This is all the stuff he submitted to the judge. Now, if you the judge, is this going to frustrate you? I think so. This is all the stuff that Tyrone Blackburn, and that's what if I stop right now, we're only at 106 pages. He submitted 348 pages of this bull jive, y'all. 348 pages. 348 pages. These are the classes. I don't give a care about no continuing education classes. It's too late, far too late. I'm over it. I'm over it. I'm over it. Y'all know what it is. And we'll have to pick up our stuff tomorrow. We'll deal with everything that we said we were going to talk about today on tomorrow, because I'm too frustrated. I need some wine. I need wine at this point. Oh, and I'm about to go have me some wine. Oh, yes, I am. F this nigga. That's what I'm saying. F this nigga. Shout out to all of you that are watching the replay. Can y'all please hit the like button? Please hit the like button. I had so many other things that I wanted to talk to y'all about today. We were going to talk about the boots on the ground controversy. We were going to deal with the after show of the Life and Love Atlanta. I had so many other things to talk about. This has been horrible for me. I'm so mad at this nigga. Thank y'all for joining me for the Mad Church Disease program. All I can say is Tyrone Blackburn deserves every single thing that he's about to get in this situation. I do not feel bad for this dude. And good night, every damn body. Thanks everyone for watching. Your support means the world to us. Please make sure that you hit the like button, and please make sure that you subscribe to the channel, and make sure you hit the bell icon, and make sure you press all notifications, so that way you will never miss any of the exclusive content that comes on my channel. Make sure that you never miss a video. Now, I try to go live every day about 2:30 Pacific Standard Time, which is about 5:30 Eastern Standard Time. And then I come back at night at around 8:30 Pacific Standard Time, which is about 10:30 Eastern Standard, with some more exclusive content. So if you want more Mad Church Disease show content, we'd love for you to become a member, a revolutionary member of our channel. Please make sure that you hit the join button that's right next to the subscribe button, or somewhere around here, so that you guys can receive access to special community posts. You guys get all of the access to my community only lives, because we've got some sipping chats that we're going to be doing, and you guys will get exclusive content. So just make sure that you head on over to the channel page, click on the join button, and make sure that you do that. Thanks again for watching. I appreciate your love and support, and I'll see you on my very next video.
We are Mad Church Disease, helping you understand that Jesus plus nothing is everything. This is a show for everyone, believers and non-believers, from churched to the unchurched. Help us grow the channel by supporting our non-profit causes and create more consistent content. Donate by Cash App or PayPal, or buy us a coffee at buymeacoffee.com.